If the ANC criminals and Ramaphosa are not careful, this thing is going to come to bite them. Here is my prediction. Ramaphosa, if he lives long, say he touches 80, he will die in jail.
South Africa, get ready, because we're diving straight into the absolute mess that's been brewing over the past few days, with calls for Cyril Ramaphosa to pack his bags and resign, and possibly face jail time. Yebo! South Africans are simply fed up with the endless cycle of corruption, lies, and incompetence choking our beautiful country. We're talking about a nation on its knees, a government that's failed the people time and time again, and a president who's clinging to power like a tick on a dog's back. So, let's unpack the latest chaos because, my word, it's a lot. Why should you care? Because this isn't just politics, it's about the soul of South Africa, and it's high time we all got properly angry about it. Let's start with the noise that's been deafening over the past week. Social media has been ablaze with posts demanding Ramaphosa step down. Just a few days ago, on July 13, 2025, News 24 dropped a bombshell, reporting that Ramaphosa is mulling over 3 options for his Minister of Police. Senzo Mtsunu, reassign him, wait for him to resign, or boot him out under the ANC's step-aside rule if he's officially investigated. This isn't just about Mkhunu, though. It's a symptom of a much bigger disease. The fact that the president is even in this position, playing chess with his cabinet while the country burns, tells you everything you need to know about the ANC's priorities. And who's fanning the flames of this outrage? Everyone from ordinary South Africans to political heavyweights, and they're not holding back. The reasons for these calls to resign are as old as the hills but fresh as yesterday's headlines. The Phala scandal, that festering wound from 2020, refuses to heal. For those who've been living under a rock, let me jog your memory. Millions in cash, stuffed in mattresses at Ramaphosa's farm, allegedly stolen in a robbery that raised more questions than answers. Did he declare the money? Was it taxed? Why was it even there? The ANC's own Fikile Mbalula, their loudmouth Secretary General, admitted back in January 2024 that Ramaphosa wrote a resignation letter after the scandal broke, only for his cronies to beg him to stay. Can you believe the audacity? The man admitted to violating the Constitution, and yet here he is, still sitting pretty in the Union buildings, sipping rooibos like nothing happened. It's enough to make your blood boil. But it's not just Phala. The calls for Ramaphosa to go are rooted in a deeper, more systemic rot. The ANC has overseen what some social media users have called the theft of trillions of rands while basic services like electricity crumble. Load shedding, a term we've all come to despise, has become a daily reminder of this government's failure to deliver. Eskom's latest reports show that in 2024 alone, South Africa lost over 1,500 hours to power cuts, costing the economy billions and leaving businesses and households in the dark, literally and figuratively. And don't get me started on crime. Stats SA's 2024-25 crime statistics paint a grim picture. Over 45,000 murders in a single year, a 5% increase from 2023, and violent crime rates that make you think twice about stepping out your front door. Ramaphosa's government promised to tackle this, but where's the action? Where's the accountability? Who's shouting the loudest for him to go? It's a mix of voices, and they're not all from the usual suspects. On X, users like Onde Bariru have been stirring the pot, claiming as recently as October 2024 that Ramaphosa was given an ultimatum: resign or kill the ANC by sticking with the Government of National Unity GNU. Now, I'm not saying every post on X is gospel, some of it's pure speculation. But when you see this kind of sentiment echoed across platforms from News 24 to ordinary oaks venting online, you know something's up. Even within the ANC, the cracks are showing. Mbalula's comments last year about Ramaphosa's resignation letter weren't just a slip of the tongue, they were a public admission that the party knows their leader is tainted, and yet they prop him up like a mannequin at a pep store sale. Why? Because power is sweeter than principle, and the ANC has long forgotten what it means to serve the people. Let's talk about the GNU for a second, because it's a big part of why people are so gatful. The Government of National Unity was supposed to be a fresh start, a coalition to pull South Africa out of the mire, but instead, it's looking like a shaky house of cards, with Ramaphosa at the helm, trying to keep everyone happy while the country suffers. Posts on X suggest the ANC's own comrades are whispering about the GNU's collapse, with some saying it's a matter of days before Ramaphosa steps down to save the soul of the ANC. Save the soul? Mate, the ANC's soul was sold off years ago, probably for a tender or two. The fact that they're even debating this while South Africans struggle to buy bread is a slap in the face. So, why should you care? Why should this make you angry? Because this isn't just about one man or one scandal, it's about a system that's been fleecing us for decades. The ANC's track record is a laundry list of broken promises. 30% unemployment rate, according to Stats SA's latest 2025 report, with youth unemployment sitting at a staggering 60%. 60%! That's 2 out of every 3 young people without a job, without hope, while the connected elite live large. Corruption has cost South Africa an estimated 1.5 trillion rand since 1994, according to the Institute for Security Studies. That's money that could have built schools, hospitals, or proper roads. Instead, it's lining the pockets of the politically connected. And Ramaphosa, the man who promised a new dawn in 2018, has delivered nothing but more of the same. What's the vibe on the ground? Talk to any South African, and you'll hear the same thing. Exhaustion. We're tired of the lies, the excuses, the cadre deployment that puts incompetent mates in charge of critical institutions. Just look at the comments on X. People like Ungentleman's calling out Ramaphosa for undermining the Constitution, or Olengwebu slamming the ANC for protecting a president mired in corruption. These aren't just random trolls. Their voices reflecting a nation that's had enough. And honestly, can you blame them? When you've got a president who's been dodging accountability since Phala Phala, while crime skyrockets and the economy tanks, what's left to defend? Here's a question for you. How much longer are we going to put up with this? Are we just going to sit back, moan a bit, and let the ANC carry on like it's business as usual, or are we going to demand better? I know what I'm choosing, and I hope you're with me. The time for apathy is over, Brew. We need to hold these politicians' feet to the fire, and it starts with calling out the rot at the top. Now, let's not kid ourselves. Ramaphosa stepping down won't magically fix everything. The ANC's problems run deeper than one man, but it would be a start. A signal that South Africans won't tolerate leaders who treat the Constitution like a suggestion. A recent report about a commission of inquiry into the latest allegations, led by a retired judge, is a step, sure. But forgive me if I'm not holding my breath. How many commissions have we had? Starting with Zondo, name them, post them in the comments below. Billions spent, reports written, and yet the same faces are still running the show. It's like watching a bad movie on repeat, and we're all forced to buy tickets. So, what's next? That's the big question, isn't it? Will Ramaphosa actually resign, or will the ANC pull another fast one, propping him up while the country spirals? The chatter on X suggests the pressure's mounting, with some predicting he's got days, not weeks. But whether he goes or stays, one thing's clear. South Africa deserves better. We deserve leaders who don't hide cash in mattresses, who don't dodge accountability, who don't let crime and corruption run rampant while they make empty promises. And we deserve a government that actually gives a damn about the people who put them there. Here's where you come in, South Africa. This isn't just a rant, it's a call to action. Don't just sit there fuming, do something about it. Join the conversation, share this video, and let's get people talking. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop a comment below. Tell me what's got you the most angry about this whole mess. Is it the corruption, the load shedding, the fact that we're still dealing with the same nonsense 30 years into democracy? Let's hear it. And if you want to support this channel, consider joining our membership or dropping a super thanks donation. Even letting the ads play for 30 seconds helps us keep the lights on. Unlike Eskom, we're actually trying to deliver. It costs you nothing to smash that share button, so go on, do it now. Let's wake up this country and demand the change we deserve.